Welcome to the 2019 Pocomoke High School graduation. At this time, we ask everyone to please rise for the presentation of colors of the Pocomoke High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC, and remain standing for the national anthem and then the procession.
gentlemen, it is my pleasure to now introduce you to McCammon Motley, National Honor Society President, who will deliver a welcome on behalf of this year's graduating class.
Good evening, my fellow class of 2019, family, friends, and honored guests. As National Honor Society President of the Pocono High School chapter, I am so thankful you have decided to join us for this momentous occasion. I would like to extend a special welcome and thanks to all our esteemed guests for being here this evening. Thank you to all our teachers and loved ones helping us achieve our academic goals. We are so grateful. Your endless support and love has helped each of us achieve this moment. As this chapter in our lives comes to a close, we anxiously await the next. Tonight, we celebrate our successes throughout high school and we prepare ourselves for what is to come. Who we are and who we will become is the most compelling question that crosses my mind when I think of graduation. The future is unknown, which can be exciting for some, yet intimidating for others. At Intent Night, we declared our plans for the futures. Plans to continue on to colleges, trade schools, the military, and joining the workforce. Yet no one knows what obstacles and hardships may lie in our paths. As Henry David Thoreau wrote, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. Although our futures are just beginning, we have the power over our character and our dreams. Our futures will provide opportunities to learn how to fail and how to succeed. Most importantly, how to ferociously chase after our ambitions. We are learning how to become the best version of ourselves by always showing kindness, doing all things with integrity, and being relentless. Many times when we were younger, our teachers and parents would tell us stories to help us guide our paths in the right direction. There's an old parable about kindness that starts with a young girl and her grandmother walking down the beach after a storm. All down the coast there are starfish, washed up along the shore. As the pair strolls along the water's edge, the grandfather keeps picking up the starfish and throwing them back into the sea. After a while, the granddaughter asks why he throws the starfish back when he cannot possibly save all the starfish on the beach. The grandfather replies, I know I cannot save them all. And as he picks up another starfish and throws it into the ocean, he says, but I made a difference for that one. This story tells us the importance of kindness. Although you may not be able to leave a lasting impression on everyone, offering grace and love to just one person is impactful. Show kindness to everyone, because you never know what one may be going through, and you cannot imagine the impact you may have. As we were taught in kindergarten, honesty is the golden rule. There is an old fable about the importance of honesty that starts with a king who is looking for a young man of his country to be the next in line to take over the throne. The king sent out an announcement to his young male subjects offering the job position, and around 20 men arrived to the castle the next day. The king gave them then a seed and instructed them to plant, water, and care for it. After 1 year, the men will return with their plants. Whoever had the largest field will receive the throne. The year passed, and the 20 men returned. 19 of the men had beautiful blooming plants, while one young man humbly just returned a pot. The king then said, 1 year ago, I gave everyone a seed. I instructed you to plant, water, and bring it back. But what you were unaware of was that every seed handed out was boiled beforehand. Therefore, none of them were fit to eat. All of you have brought me trees, plants, and flowers of dishonesty. Therefore, look upon the only honest one among you. This humble young man that just returned a seed, he is who will be the next king of this country. This story tells us the importance of honesty, that the truth will be rewarded. Michelle Obama developed this idea in a speech she gave, saying, we learned about honesty and integrity, that the truth matters, that you don't take shortcuts or play by your own set of rules. And success doesn't count unless you earn it fair and square. Being honest and sincere will always get one further than lying. Someone who is determined and driven towards their goals will make a difference in this world. William Arthur Ward writes, If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. A person who embodies relentlessness and persistence in the face of adversity is Malala Yousafzai, a 21-year-old woman from Pakistan that had a dream to get an education. In 2008, extremists in her country made it so that girls were no longer allowed to attend school. After speaking publicly against the ban on women in education, Malala was shot in the head in an attempt to silence her strong and very loud voice. But this is not a story of sadness. This is a story that shows resilience and courage. She was not silenced, and almost after 2 years of rehabilitation and surgeries, Malala established the Malala Fund, a charity created to help young women all around the world be able to go after their dreams. Then, in 2014, Malala Yousafzai was the youngest person ever to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. Malala's bravery and strength while fighting for over 130 million girls all over the globe to be able to get an education shows us how to be tenacious and never give up. Now, almost 7 years after her attack, Malala is studying at Oxford University, fighting to end gender discrimination in countries all over the world. Anything is possible if you work hard and believe in yourself. I encourage the class of 2019 to seek out your ambitions relentlessly. Do not give up when the going gets tough. Give up when the job is done. Over the course of schooling, from kindergarten to senior year, we've been told countless stories to teach us right from wrong and to build strong character within us. Now it is our time to go out into the world and make a difference. After graduation, I hope each of you graduating tonight strive to be kind, to be honest, and to be relentless every single day in order to be the best version of yourself. These traits will serve each of us well as we take our next steps into this new chapter in our lives. Congratulations, class of 2019. You did it.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for those wonderful words. I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome our honored guest, Pocomoke High School faculty and staff, and most especially our parents and our family members and friends of the graduating seniors to the class of 2019. I would also like to announce the Pocomoke High School class of 2019 earned $1 million in merit-based scholarships. I think that deserves a round of applause. There are a number of very special guests seated on the stage tonight, and I would like to both welcome them and introduce them. We are pleased to have Mr. Lou Taylor, Superintendent of Schools for Worcester County. Also joining us on stage this evening is Chief Academic Officer Dr. John Quinn, Chief Operating Officer Dr. Annette Wallace, Chief Safety Officer Mr. Steve Price, Chief Financial Officer Mr. Vince Tolbert, Board of Education members President Bill Gordy, Mr. Eric Cropper, Mr. Bill Buchanan, as well as the longest serving board member in the state of Maryland, and that's Miss Sarah Thompson, who's in the audience. Our school counselor, Mr. Carlton Cartwright, and two Pocomoke Elementary School students, Camden Redden and Gabrielle Cartwright. This evening's special guest speaker, Miss Corey Pitts, is also with us on stage. Thank you all for joining us tonight. In order to respectfully honor the accomplishments of our graduates, we ask that you turn off all cellular devices on silent, or put them on silent at this time, as we turn our attention to the graduating seniors of the Pocomoke High School class of 2019. As we focus on these young men and women seated before us tonight, let's take a moment to reflect on who they are. They are your sons and daughters, but they are also the sons and daughters of this community and the sons and daughters of Pocomoke High School. Throughout their 4 years with us, and for many, at least 12 years in Pocomoke schools, they have enlivened our classrooms and brought honor and recognition to our school system and to the larger community. Two very special guests are joining us on stage, Camden and Gabrielle, and I'm going to invite them up with me now. They are pre-K students at Pocomoke Elementary School, and they are fast friends. They represent the future of Pocomoke High School. These sweet youngsters will be members of our high school community, supported by family, teachers, staff, and community partners, but most importantly, they will support others. This is what Pocomoke High School is all about. Pocomoke High School students' ability and willingness to be there for one another plays an integral part of the success of our current and future graduates. Thank you, Camden and Gabby, for not only representing our future, but also for reminding us how far the class of 2019 has come. Pocomoke High School graduates of 2019, I want you to remember and cherish the words written by Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. It is rather fitting that these wise words are this year's senior class quote. If you firmly believe in the power of resilience and perseverance, and you continue to add new knowledge and skills, there will be no stopping you. If you resolve to succeed, is steadfast in your journey, might be difficult, you will still be able to push on all of your dreams. Use this new beginning. Use this commencement into the world as a high school graduate to follow Ralph Waldo Emerson's words. Keep his words in your hearts and in your minds, and remember that what lies behind you and what lies ahead of you are, in fact, small matters for what lies within you. Pocomoke High School has equipped you with the skills necessary for the next phase, step, and cycle of your lives. Even with these academic skills and life lessons, you will still need the strength within you to overcome challenges, setbacks, and adversity. Class of 2019, do not stop with merely making your mark on this world. Be a game changer. I've seen you change this school for the better and facilitate positive change in this community. Do not stop there. The world needs your strength, perseverance, and resilience, and determination to make it a better place. A place where men and women from all walks of life, cultures, and backgrounds come together in solidarity. I have no doubt in my mind that this is achievable. I believe it is your destiny. You are all powerful, and you are all agents of change, and I am so proud of you. Congratulations. I'm going to invite our Pocomoke High School concert chorus to come in and sing a selection for you. Thank you. What a beautiful performance and a powerful selection. It is a pleasure at this time to introduce the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Lewis Taylor, a proud Worcester County Public School graduate and an active member of our community. Mr. Taylor has worked in our school system for over 30 years. He is a leader that is truly invested in the success of every student. At this time, please welcome Mr. Taylor, who will bring a special message to our seniors.
Thank you, Ms. Rain, for that very kind introduction. Good evening, graduates, family, and friends. I am very proud to be a part of tonight's celebration of this incredible achievement. I want to commend you, our class of 2019, for you reaching this milestone. As each of you continue in your next chapter of life, whether it be at college, the armed forces, or embarking on a new career, you will carry the memory of this night with you as a reminder of what you can achieve. To the families in the audience tonight, I want to thank you for your continued support of your child and of our school system. It is in no small part because of you that your child is on this stage tonight. You should be, and I know, very proud. Now, as I sat down to write this speech, I was struggling to find the words to express how special this graduation ceremony truly is. As you know, this is Worcester County Public Schools' 150th anniversary, which makes you a huge part of a milestone in our history. The class of 2019 is our commemorative 150th class of graduates. Now, while I say I struggle with the words, I will say a decision to honor you all with something incredibly special came very easy. The tricolor honor cords that you received coming in tonight, each one of you are wearing tonight, is a gift for you to always remember this important moment in not only your personal history, but in your class history as well. Now, many of you will assume that the red, gold, and black were selected as our county's typical using traditional Maryland colors for our school system. But what you may not know is that these colors were also chosen for this meaning. The color red in your cord is usually used to signify courage, adventure, and passion. It is our collective hope that you will be courageous as you step into the next chapter of your life. As with any change, you will experience excitement and even sometimes fear. But speaker and author Steve Maraboli says it plainly: there will always be fear. Do it anyway. Let your courage inspire the world and inspire you. I am confident that the class of 2019, our 150th anniversary class, will embrace the adventure that lies ahead of them with passion, conviction, and courage. The next color in your cords is gold, a color that reflects loyalty, knowledge, and success. Your sitting in this room today is a testament of the commitment you have to the pursuit of knowledge, which, if maintained, will undoubtedly lead you to great success. But I would like to touch on the other aspect of gold just for a moment: loyalty. In fact, I recently read an interview by a gentleman named Peter Economy about this very subject. To summarize loyalty, it's not something we tend to talk about much, and lately, it even seems unpopular in certain circles. But I am here to tell you that it is a vital quality, both professionally and personally. Of course, loyalty should never be blind, and of course, we may not always choose the right person or people to be loyal to. But loyalty, above all, allows us to be true to ourselves and our values. It can be costly at times. It demands integrity and consistency. But loyalty guarantees a clean conscience and a positive, transparent life. Lastly, the black cord evokes a sense of potential and possibility. It represents the vastness of opportunity that lays out ahead of you. It is not bleak or empty. It merely represents the lack of color, which you will fill with a variety of bold color as you paint your individual futures. So with these words, our message and wish for you graduates is very clear. As you look into your life's path before you, be courageous and bold as you pursue your passions. Ground yourself in gratitude and demonstrate loyalty. Do these things and you will undoubtedly find success beyond this stage tonight. Class of 2019, I want to close by wishing you congratulations on all of your accomplishments. Thank you for making us all incredibly proud, and thanks to both you and your families for allowing us, Worcester County Public Schools and Pocomoke High School, to be a part of your childhood. Many of you have shared your lives with us since kindergarten, or even before, and it is our joy to see how far each of you have come. I wish you all the best in your futures, wherever they may take you after tonight. And may God bless the class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you for those wise words to our graduates, Mr. Taylor. At this time, Kylie Muller, the president of the class of 2019, will present a senior class reflection.
As senior class president of Pocomoke High School, I am honored to stand before you and greet students, family, friends, teachers, administration, and board members. I would like to thank you for joining us this evening on the night of the class of 2019 graduation. We have gained 12 years of growth and knowledge after completing Pocomoke High School, and we, the class of 2019, are grateful to all of you who are here with us on this journey. Most of us did not believe when people repeatedly mentioned that senior year would go by quickly, yet here we are. There have been so many great memories inside the walls at Pocomoke High School, which we shall reminisce on in our future. This is our last day in the halls of Pocomoke High School and the first day of countless new beginnings. There have been many new chapters in our lives that serve as a monumental piece of who we are. Beginning in kindergarten, when we learned how to make our first friends, when we met our first teacher, and when we played tag for the first time on the playground. Many of us performed at our first spring concert together and made sure we showed our family the very first instrument we played, the recorder. Elementary school was a foundation of our young selves, a place where we learned communication skills, how to get along with each other, and how to color inside the lines. Middle school started, and we became acclimated to a brand new building. We experienced our first time worrying about the older kids in the halls. We focused more on our grades, and we went to our first school dance. Middle school is first heartbreak, seeming like the end of the world, and the first fight between best friends was resolved within a day. Our class is special because friendships we created early in life shaped us to become who we are today. Without field day games we all loved, we would have never learned how to keep all the water in a cup to fill the bucket at the end if we never worked together to achieve a certain goal. And then there was high school. The first time walking to Pocomoke High School was overwhelming. It was a much bigger school with many activities and classes to choose from. We had to adjust to our new environment where we were pushed to do our best and strive for success. Each of us may have struggled in our own ways, but we overcame those obstacles and we now stand together. We became part of a cohort that supported each other in all sporting events, championships, and extracurriculars. And here we are, at our one and only Pocomoke High School graduation together. It is no secret that Pocomoke is a small town, but with that comes a strong sense of community we shall share for the rest of our lives. Pocomoke High School bonded us to one another. Each person has impacted another's life, whether they realize it or not. F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote, "It's never too early to be whatever you want to be. After today, we must decide who we want to be and how we will want to be remembered." We have acquired the qualities and desire to be successful throughout our 12 years in our community, and it is now up to us to decide what our next first will be. We have the courage to start all over again and the strength to keep moving forward through any task that challenges us. There are always people supporting us and lending a hand when needed. I hope you all remember where you came from, because Pocomoke is the first place you will remember growing up, and it is the first place we will be together for the last time. I'd also like to speak on the behalf of the class of 2019 when I say thank you to all our administrators, teachers, custodians, support staff, and cafeteria workers. All of you have made Pocomoke High School such a memorable place. Every day, any Pocomoke High School student who walks into the building is greeted. It makes a difference and it shows we are genuinely cared for. I know all of you may not get thanked enough for all you do, but we are so grateful to have so many people in our lives to look after us. The honest and trusting friendships made with teachers help our learning develop and our time spent in the classroom meaningful. And to anyone sitting in the audience today, we would not have been up on the stage right now if you were never there for us. We are so appreciative for all the love and support given to us, not only at home, but at Pocomoke High School as well. Like you may have once heard, it takes a village to raise a child, and we are lucky enough to have the best village of them all because you helped us become who we are today. To my peers, the class of 2019, we are the future. We must take the lessons we were given and the knowledge we were taught and transform it into a career. We must have responsibility and desire in our lives to become who we are meant to be. Do not be saddened we will no longer be in these halls. Be excited for all the new beginnings we will have throughout our lifetime. A part of us will live inside the hearts of anyone who has taken the time to know us because we have made our mark in this school and it will never be forgotten. Many of us may not see each other after today, so I wish you all the best of luck and thank you for the 12 years of many new beginnings.
Thank you so much, Kylie. It is my honor and privilege to introduce you to tonight's keynote speaker, Ms. Corey Pitts. Corey Pitts is currently a senior tax associate at Dixon Hughes Goodman, LLP, a top 20 accounting firm. She is based out of their Baltimore office, where she is also a vice president of the employee-led Emerging Leaders Network. Among her colleagues, Corey is known for her willingness to develop talent and build strong teams, all the while maintaining her true and kind spirit, and she has been dubbed Quiet Storm. Her drive to lead and participate in life does not stop once she leaves work. Corey is an active member of her community and church. Set the Captives Free Outreach Center in Woodlawn, Maryland. She volunteers her time to mentor young girls and serve as a financial advisor and grant writer for a 501c3 nonprofit organization on their annual event committee. Corey's personal goals include diversifying and running community events, inspiring those around her to make healthy eating choices. You can find her sharing meal prep ideas on her meal prep Instagram page, or running around Baltimore with her Riot Squad Running, a Baltimore-based Under Armour affiliated running crew. Riot stands for Running is Our Therapy. Corey is a proud alumni of the Pocomoke High School graduating class of 2008. She graduated in the top 5% of the class. And while attending PHS, she was involved in many activities which included volleyball and basketball. Corey will always cherish the 2 points that she scored in the 2008 first ever state championship win for the Pocomoke Lady Warriors basketball team. Corey went on to graduate, I'm going to give you a minute to clap. Corey went on to graduate from Salisbury University, earning her degree in accounting and finance, and later became a certified public accountant. Above all of her accomplishments and involvements, what she enjoys most is being called Auntie by her favorite little people, nieces Aslan and Marley. Let's give Miss Pitts a hand.
Thank you, Mrs. Rain, for that introduction. To the Worcester County Board of Education, to the faculty and staff of Pocomoke High School, to the parents, family members, and most importantly, to the graduating class of Pocomoke High School, congratulations on making it to this night. I stand here tonight grateful to God and extremely honored to be a part of this celebration. Just 3 months ago, I never would have imagined such an opportunity with my name on it, so thank you. But one thing that I was doing 3 months ago that I tend to do often is run. I love running. I run while I'm on vacation, I don't get it either, and I'm an aspiring marathoner. Yes, that's 26.2 miles at once. Pray for me. The main reason that I love running is because running, I believe, is such a metaphor for this life that we live. Running has taught me that there is no reason to fear start lines or new beginnings. And I've found that life is like a cycle of marathons, just one race after the next, some full of achievements and success, crowded with supporters, and others just me and God. However it turns out, I can tell you that each mile builds endurance, and every mile adds layers to that Pocomoke perseverance that our school and community have equipped us with. I tell myself all the time, whether I'm out physically running or at work, I say, Corey, girl, 1 mile at a time, your race, your pace. When I think back over my life since high school, I can think of a few lessons that I wish I knew on my graduation night, and a few that I've learned since. So for the purpose of tonight's speech, we are going to call these lessons miles. So I have a question. Graduates, audience, will you run with me tonight? Yeah. I love new running buddies. Some of the best excuses follow that question. So thank you for that participation. Mile 1, give yourself grace. I'm sure you've heard 1,000 times by now that you will fail and that things will not go as you planned. It's true. I can also tell you that the lesson isn't always the failure itself. Instead, it's in how you treat yourself during the process of failure and recovery, because despite what you may think, it will be okay. I remember my life a year after graduation. Things were already not going as planned. I graduated in the top 5% of my class, and I was the youngest and the first of my immediate family to go to college. So you can imagine how I felt as I'm transferring back home from out of state after just 1 year away. I had a transcript full of electives and a student loan balance that still haunts me to this day. One of the hardest things to do, graduates, is give yourself grace. After you've made a mistake that leaves you feeling behind, or one that will impact the next 20 to 30 years of your life. We've all heard the phrase, nobody's perfect. So when you find yourself in those imperfect moments, know that you have the power to be patient and kind to yourself. To give yourself time to heal, the opportunity to start fresh, and a water break here and there. And also a chance to take this race 1 mile at a time. Mile 2, invest in yourself or no one else will. People who invest in themselves go further, because these are the people who have put time and effort into becoming the best version of themselves possible. Graduates, as you step into this next leg of your race, whether you are going to college or straight into the workforce, now is the time to start those deposits. I'm not talking about purchasing stocks and bonds here. I'm talking about making time for those experiences that develop your skills, your crafts, and your personality. Experiences like skipping the party to attend the tutoring session, like attending workshops, applying for internships, and joining organizations related to your interests, or like becoming certified in a trade. If I hadn't invested time to learn how to network and dress professionally during college, I would never have landed my first full-time position before the end of my junior year of college with the 5th largest accounting firm in the country. We live in a world today where everyone wants a return on their investment. Believe that you have something to offer and show that you take yourself seriously. Mile 3, find your courage. One of my early accounting professors said to me, she said, "Corey, it's only going to get harder from here." She was referring to my accounting courses to come, but I will always remember this statement because it has been applicable to so many areas of my life. The next level is always a little more intense than the last one. Courage, my favorite word, is the ability to do something that is difficult or scary. I once heard someone say, "Some things you will just have to do scared," like give your first keynote speech. I have found that it is in these scare times that we find our courage. So do not shy away from them. Even if that scare moment is something as silly as sitting at lunch tables with top business executives, not even sure which fork is for the salad. Graduates, when you are looking for that ounce of courage, remember, once a warrior, always a warrior. Because warriors are very courageous people. So even if it's just volunteering yourself to lead that group project or discussion in your college courses, find courage to run your race. It will take you so far. Mile 4. There's this meme on social media that I just love. You may be familiar with it. It says, "Don't let the internet rush you." Everyone is running this race called life. Some far ahead of you, and some are camping out at the start line. Don't let that be you. When I decided to study for the CPA exam, my plan was to pass all 4 parts in the 4 months between college graduation and relocating to Baltimore to start my career. Well, 2.5 years later, I finally finished the exam. Long story. But I was taking my exam and facing one roadblock after another to cross this finish line. I'm envying my peers as they post their passing scores and celebrate with nice tropical vacations, and I'm still spending late nights at the office, studying, failing one part 3 times by 1 point each time. I was somehow letting their success make me feel inadequate, failing to realize that we were just running different races at different paces. My journey included 3 jobs and a full course load at one point. It was different, period. Never let yourself feel less than or behind for any reason at all. Not because you are going to community and they get to go to their dream school, or because they are finished whatever it is and you have a few more miles to go. Or better yet, behind because everyone is getting married and starting families, and you're like me, 29 years old and still proudly holding on to your V-card. Comparison kills. Something you hear often, but rarely let it sink in. Your life is too special to mirror anyone else in any way. Remember, it's your race. Mile 5. Your life should not be all about you. All I'm saying is that each one of us should make time to help someone else as often as we can. You are never too young, too inexperienced, or too busy to volunteer your time, to encourage someone, to give back to your community, to mentor someone younger through a race that you have already run, or to learn the word selfless. Being generous and kind to not only ourselves, but also to those around us. Some of my most valuable skills, resume points, and lessons learned are the result of acts of service and my willingness to share my gifts. As you run your race, don't forget about those who cross your path. Run this race together. Now, there are many more miles that we could run, like the mile where we learn about how important it is to take care of our bodies, and eat well, or the mile about doing new things like ziplining through the mountains over 2,800 feet in the air and visiting unfamiliar places, or the mile on how important consistency and self-discipline are. But I am sure that you are sick of hearing the word mile and run by now, so I will leave you with this. Tonight, class of 2019, you are crossing a finish line that is opening the door to more start lines than you can imagine. Even if you never run an actual mile in your lifetime, it's okay if you don't, you are ready for this race. Keep God first. He will be with you every step of the way. And remember, 1 mile at a time, your race, your pace. Congratulations, class of 2019. Thank you.
The time to be with us this evening and sharing your wonderful analogies with our seniors. We have a present that we would like to give you as a token of our appreciation. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce those seniors who have received some very special academic recognition. At this time, I will call students' names, and you will stand and remain standing. And we will hold our applause until after the groups are all standing, please. The following students represent the top 5% of Pocomoke High School class of 2018 in cumulative weighted grade point average. This is Abigail Daniels, Ashley Dillon, Shazeen Ijaz, Kylie Mola, and Cammie Motley. The next recognition will be the students in the 3-tier academic recognition program. This year, we have students that have been honored in cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude tiers. Eligibility for this academic recognition is calculated at the end of 3rd quarter of the senior year and is based on the cumulative weighted grade point average in English, mathematics, social studies, science, and world languages, as well as advanced placement or college-level courses. The first tier of academic recognition, cum laude, includes those students who have maintained a cumulative weighted grade point average that falls within the range of 4.80 and 4.89. These students have been presented with a single blue and gold honor cord. Would the following students who earn cum laude status please stand and remain standing? Sawyer Jester and Jenny Tran. Congratulations, you may be seated. The second highest tier of academic recognition is magna cum laude. The students that have received this designation have maintained a weighted cumulative grade point average of 4.9 to 5.04. These students have received an intertwined blue and gold honor cord. Would the following students who earned magna cum laude status please stand when I read your name and remain standing? Samantha Basinger, Olivia Grace Boyce, Ashley Dillon, and Kylie Moeller. Congratulations, you may be seated. The third and highest tier of academic recognition is summa cum Day. The students that received this designation have maintained a weighted cumulative grade point average of 5.05 and above. These students have received a blue, gold, and white honor cord. With the following students who have earned summa cum laude status, please stand when I read your name and remain standing. Abigail Daniels, Shazeen Ijaz, and McCammon Motley. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, the awarding of the diplomas to the graduating class of 2019. In order to ensure that this moment is recorded for you, we have secured a photographer to take an individual photograph of each student as he or she receives a diploma. This is also being recorded to DVDs, which will be available for order in the main lobby after the program. Mr. Taylor, members of the Board of Education, as the principal of Pocomoke High School, and by the powers vested in me by the Maryland State Board of Education, I present to you the Pocomoke High School graduating class of 2019 and hereby certify that each of these students have successfully completed the requirements for receipt of a Maryland high school diploma, with all the rights and privileges thereof. We will now award the diplomas.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable that in the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life.
Please rise. Angela May Ruby Sigla. Sawyer Wayne Jester. Olivia Grace Boyce. Zoe Elizabeth Nichols. Ashley Mae Dillon. Jenny Nguyen Tran. Brendan Allen Turner. Colby Robert Spetta. Patricia Brooke Beecham. Abigail Dawn Daniels. Samantha Nicole Basinger. Kylie Paige Moeller. McCammon Julia Motley. Row 1, please be seated. Row 2, please rise. Ranshay Shakima Sledge. Eric William Taylor, Jr. Nicolette Leanne Vickers. Tiffany Leona Bryant. Sadara Iona Franklin. Michael Donnell Schofield. Jasmine Michelle Richardson. Sarah Michelle Swatowski. David Lee Hutt III. Jade India Brent. Row 2, please be seated. Row 3, please rise. Diamond May Aaliyah Bird.
Woo! I love you!
Mara Joanne Dean. Cassidy Ann Sharpley. Victoria Lynn Payne. China Marie McCoy. Peter John Vargas. Quinn Lee Only. Juliana Susan Humphreys. Shazeen Ajaz. Hunter William Lewis. Robert Gabriel Knock. Noelle Louise Houston.
Good job, baby.
Row 3, please be seated. Row 4, please rise. Colby James Northam. Destiny Taylor Melendez. Cameron Nicole Lilliston. John Mitchell Ring. John William Sigris II. Wyatt James Smith. Najee Tyrese Taylor Nelson. Chloe May Ward. Jaden Christopher Cropper. Rakayla Lanice Champion. Demaja Manye Melendez. Malik Lamonte Miles. Row 4, please be seated. Row 5, please rise. Aaron Jamal Jones. Brianna Jasmine Mariner. Shayla Danielle Russell. Michaela Lee Redden. Sean Darnell Taylor Jr. Michaela Faith Wright. Tamaya Glorianne Murray. Jaden Mackay Dorsey. Nia Anye Hammond. Victoria Catherine Linda. Brady Ryan Hooks. Raheem Akeem Reed. Row 5, please be seated. Row 6, please rise. Nicholas Cole Palmer. Caleb Matthew King. Brandon Lee Talls. Cortasia Danielle Brittingham. Duran Nasir Pittman. Robert Nathan Todd III. Philip Devin Dubois.
Go, son.
Tion Maurice Matthews. Deja Monet Mills. Zachary Scott Moose. James Bennett Hurley, Jr. Row 6, please be seated.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf of good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin of child. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable and the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life. It's something unpredictable and the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life.
I would ask that the audience remain seated in the auditorium as we receive our newest alumni when we begin our recessional. Graduates, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Pocomoke High School, I extend to you our very best wishes for a happy, healthy, and prosperous future. Tonight, we're on the precipice of an inevitable truth. Everything eventually ends. This night, however, is both an ending and a beginning. Tonight, as you say goodbye to familiar and hello to new things, keep this in mind. The people in this room, your family and your friends are your true North Star. They will lead you to comfort and love, and they will always lead you home. Tonight is the beginning of anything you wish for, and for you, that beginning starts now. I present to our audience and our community, Pocomoke High School's newest alumni, the graduating class of 2019.